Well, g'day there, John from Aircraft Repaints New Zealand. Welcome aboard this fairly short flight from Bremen to Berlin. This is an opportunity for us to take a first look at Aerosoft's new Mega Airport Berlin, released yesterday. I really wanted to look at performance first. I've already had a quick look around the airport and it looks pretty impressive actually. Lots of detail as you'd expect from the team, Lime Sim and 29 Palms. But the key thing with an airport, like any of the mega airports, is actually performance. What's it going to be like in a fairly high detail aircraft like the PMDG 737NGX, which is what we're currently flying. And so that's our top of descent. So I'm running real world weather. So the forecast for Berlin is cloudy. We're starting to see that build up. Quite a few patches in between the clouds, but we'll see what impact that has on performance as well. I've got my frames maxed out at 40, and currently it's fluctuating between 25 and 40. If I didn't mention it earlier, I use Active Sky Next. It's a relatively recent purchase. I know there's been a lot of talk about the PMDG 777 using Active Sky to operate its weather radar. It certainly wasn't a factor in my decision to get it. It was more around some of the visuals where you go through cloud layers and you get this, line across the horizon. It just goes from one to the other. It kind of looks a bit dumb. Whereas looking at Active Sky Next, it resolves that, which I thought was good. So down to fluctuating frames between 15 and 20. Front facing, it drops down to sort of high teens. That is Berlin over there. So it looks like the lights are on still, which is good. I was kind of hoping that would be the case. So we're starting to see performance affected a little bit by this weather. In fact, it's a major scene, a city. There is Berlin. Like we might be flying a manual pitch. So there it is over there. Going to have to abort that landing, but we'll take this opportunity to just fly across the airport so you can have a look at the lighting. It is still on, which is great. We will try that again. So here we are on finals again. Getting about 20 frames per second. Frames don't seem to be too much of an issue. It's like it's it's running smooth, as you can see.
Approaching minimums. 100. Minimums.
Bit of float there, but we're going to land regardless.
10.
Ooh, a bit hard. Never mind. Not the best landing in the world, that's for sure. Getting about 20 frames per second. As you can see, quite a bit of AI traffic there. And here's our first look at Berlin and the PMDG 737. It's getting for some fluctuating between mid-teens and high teens. Remembering AI traffic, etc. So the system does have a fair amount it needs to process. And as you can see, I've got aircraft shadows on. What I have done though is I have set up the recommended settings that Aerosoft give in the manual in terms of autogen and those types of things. Look, I think it's reasonably acceptable performance. As I said, it's fluctuating from sort of mid to, it's now getting into the 20s. As you can see, it's smooth enough. It's not a slideshow. Gate C03. We'll see if the docking system works. Doesn't appear to at this stage. Oh yeah, there we go. And here we are, welcome to Berlin. Rather eventful approach and landing, but we made it.